Hi there! Here's the much talked about Poco X7 5G, which is probably the only phone to come with IP68 and IP69 rating under 20,000. So technically, you can put it under running water without worrying about water damage. It actually starts at 21,999, but with card offers, you could get this for as low as 19,999. Very lucrative. The Poco X7 is a perfect mix of good performance plus good battery plus good cameras. We have been using this phone for about 10 days and got a chance to even test the cameras in Jaipur. We will be sharing the image samples along with my user experience so you can decide if the Poco X7 5G is worth your money or not. Let's start with a quick unboxing. So here is the retail packaging, X7 written in bold, some key features are mentioned behind. Then this is the Glacier green color with 8GB RAM and 256GB storage. Let's open it up. So inside there's another box that has the SIM ejector pin, some paperwork that no one reads, soft silicone case, the quality is pretty premium, then the phone itself, a USB-A to USB-C charging cable and a 45-watt charging brick. So let's have a quick look at the build and design. So this is the Glacier green color, and the first thing you can notice, this comes with a dual tone finish which looks really nice. Matte finish, so it doesn't attract any fingerprint or smudges. Now this is a polycarbonate back but still looks super premium. Love the Poco branding in the center. The phone weighs just 185 grams. Really nice, very compact and premium in the hand. It's also quite slim, just 8.4 mm. Check that out, very well built. Right on the top you can spot the 50 megapixel primary Sony sensor, 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro. Talking about the ports, right on the top you have the top firing speaker, you have an infrared sensor, on this side you have the power and volume rockers, at the bottom secondary down firing speaker, a USB-C port, a microphone and a SIM tray that can house dual 5G nano SIM cards. Now I so wish it came with expandable memory support, but it doesn't. So my suggestion, always pick the higher storage variant if possible. Then it comes with IP68 and IP69 rating. So technically you can put it under running water and it will be just fine. Poco has really gone full throttle when it comes to build quality and design. Let's talk about the cameras. So here are some images we shot from the 50 megapixel primary camera in Jaipur, and I must say, the color and the detail it captures are truly impressive. These are shot on a bright sunny day and still the dynamic range does a really good job. Portraits is also one section where the X7 excels. The detail, the clarity and the way the moments are captured are so cinematic. Here are a quick look at some ultra wide shots. Now even though these are just 8 megapixel, the quality is so good. Here are some 2 megapixel macros. I think they are okayish. And what more can you expect from them? But my sincere request to all brands, either get rid of the 2 megapixel macros completely or give us a bigger sensor that has more detail. Then here is a 4K 30fps video recording from the rear camera. The quality is decent, good color science, it's vibrant, contrasty. However, the whites can get blown up at times. Though I must add, this is a handheld video and is pretty stable. Then here are some selfies taken with the front 20 megapixel sensor. Check that out. Crisp with excellent skin tones. Some images are just perfect. However, the highlights can get a little blown up. But still, in most scenarios, it gets it just right. Hi there. So here's a video recording from the front camera of the Poco X7. This is a full HD 30fps video. By the way, we are at Amer Fort at Jaipur and you can see the fort in the background. Obviously, it's a bright sunny day, so it might get a little overexposed. But overall, as you can see, the face is in focus. It's overall clear. I wish it had 4K, but sadly, there's no 4K video recording here. But overall, the video quality is really good. And the audio that you're hearing right now is being recorded from the mics of this phone. Overall, I can say that the cameras on the Poco X7 5G surpassed my expectations. The main and the ultra-wide especially. Let's talk about the display. So we get a 6.67 inch, 1.5K curved AMOLED display, which is super vibrant and punchy. It also comes with Corning Gorilla Glass 2, so it's protected from scratches and damage, just in case you drop it. However, I always advise use a case. Better safe than sorry. The display clarity is really good. Even the smallest text is clearly visible. Then right on the top is a super tiny punch hole notch, housing the 20 megapixel front selfie camera. Then it also comes with an in-display fingerprint scanner, which almost instantly unlocks your phone. I only wish it was placed a tad higher. You kind of need to stretch your thumb a little to reach at the bottom. Of course, you get the hang of it pretty quickly. When it comes to watching movies and videos, it's an absolute delight. Firstly, it supports Dolby Vision and HDR10, which gets super bright and clear. goes edge to edge, and with a curved display, it looks so much more immersive. You can find huge content of Dolby Vision content on Netflix. Everything looks absolutely stunning. Same goes for YouTube. HDR content is supported and looks absolutely gorgeous. You can stream at full 4K 60 FPS without any lag or stutter. When it comes to the audio, we get dual stereo speakers, one on the top, one at the bottom, with Dolby Atmos support. Time for a quick demo.
You've always been on the right side, brother. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
Alright, dual speakers are always welcome. They sound great, they get really loud, and stereo, what more can you ask for? The good thing is there is no distortion even at high volume. Dolby Atmos makes up for that immersive experience, especially while watching an action scene. You can even feel the surround sound on the phone speakers. Amazing job by Poco. I so wish this phone came with a headphone jack on board, but it doesn't. Not a deal breaker, considering you get the best IP rating on this phone. So let's check out the OS and the user experience. So first thing, we're going to go into the settings, about phone, and here you can see it's running Android version 14. I would have loved to see Android 15, which Poco promises will come soon. Poco promises 3 years of software Android updates and 4 years of security bug fixes, which is amazing. Now if you go back here, you can see it's running Xiaomi's HyperOS, but it's 1.0.2 and still not Xiaomi HyperOS 2. So that's something we should be seeing on the Poco X7 really soon. Now the overall interface is really nice. You get 120Hz refresh rate, which provides a buttery smooth user experience. Very well optimized, I must say. The other thing that got my attention is the bloatware apps that are way too many. Check that out. I mean, there are so many apps, so many games, but the saving grace is you can delete the apps that you don't need. And most of them that you don't want can be deleted. So for example, you don't want these games, you can just simply come here and delete them. So I think it should be fine. My other favorite feature is that when you go into the lock screen, there are multiple lock screen options that you get only with HyperOS. And these are so amazing looking ones. You can keep changing one for every week. They're so cool. Check that out. Now the moment you get a curved display, everyone starts complaining of accidental touches. Well, Xiaomi has addressed this problem. As you go into the settings, additional settings, and here you can see ignore accidental touch on edges. Here you can put it to default where the sides start ignoring the touches. You can choose the area as per your preference, big area, small area, or you can even custom set it. This is something everyone who's used a curved display has faced. And finally, HyperOS has fixed it. Let's talk about the performance. So it's powered by the Dimensity 7300 Ultra chipset. Yes, it's a 5G chipset and performs really well in handling all your day-to-day apps. We didn't notice any lag or stuttering issues whatsoever. The unit we have came with 8GB LPDDR4X RAM with further support for 8GB virtual RAM expansion, giving a total of 16GB RAM on board. Now apps open almost instantly. Multitasking is super snappy and breezy. And the best part, because of abundance of RAM, most recently used apps are still in memory, so you get in quickly. Then we also ran the Antutu benchmark, and here you can see we got about 6,46,193. Pretty decent, I would say. Then when it comes to the storage, we ran the storage test as well, and we got 1002 MB read and 842 MB write. Also pretty good. Alright, let's talk about gaming. So we played everyone's favorite BGMI, and this is where Poco truly shines. Even though this isn't exactly a gaming-centric phone, it actually feels like one. We get 60 FPS gaming, and surprisingly, there was no lag or drop frames. It barely even heated up thanks to the graphite vapor chamber. The gaming experience was truly impressive. Easily recommended for anyone looking for a device for casual gaming without burning a hole in your pocket. Coming to the battery. So we get a larger 5500 mAh battery, and that too a silicon carbon battery that lasts longer than regular ones. For medium to light users, you will easily get 2 days without any problem. It's crazy. You get a 45-watt charger in the box that will get you a full charge in roughly about an hour, which I think is pretty good. Personally, I would have preferred it charged a tad faster. Maybe 67 watt would have just been perfect. But still, I won't call it a deal breaker. The Poco X7 5G is solid in the battery department. Alright, final thoughts. The Poco X7 5G is not perfect, but it gets a lot of things right. You get good performance, you get impressive battery life and reliable cameras, all for just 21,999, and that's I think a crazy good deal. Yes, under 20,000 with card offers, which is even more stellar. It's available in 3 colors and 2 variants. It goes on sale today, 17th of January at 12 PM. I'll share the links of all the variants below in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check this one out. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.